Earning six figures used to mean you'd made it. Real wealth, real security. You'd crossed the threshold where money stopped being a problem. But here's what nobody tells you. That 100K salary today buys what 60K bought in the 1990s. The trap isn't that you're earning less. It's that everything costs more, and you don't see it coming because you feel successful on paper. Your paycheck looks big, your title sounds impressive, but your bank account tells a different story. Asset prices have exploded, housing, education, healthcare, while your salary stayed relatively flat. You feel rich in theory, but you're running faster just to stay in the same place. This is the high-end survival trap, and most six-figure earners are stuck in it without knowing why. Let's do the actual math. Take home on 100K is roughly 70K to 75K after taxes, depending on your state. That's the number that actually hits your bank account. Now subtract housing. In major metros, rent or a mortgage payment eats 30 to 40% of your gross income. That's the cost burden threshold, the official warning sign that you're stretched too thin. You're looking at 30K to 40K just for a roof before utilities, insurance, or maintenance. You've got maybe 30K to 35K left to cover everything else. Healthcare has tripled in real costs since 2000. Childcare, if you have kids, is often more expensive than college was for your parents. Education keeps climbing. Insurance premiums rise every year. Transportation costs more. Food costs more. Everything costs more. And these aren't optional expenses. They're the baseline cost of living a stable life in the middle class now. You're left with maybe 15K to 20K annually for everything else. Groceries beyond the basics, transportation beyond a used car payment, any kind of savings, retirement contributions that aren't mandatory. That's roughly $150 to $1,600 a month for the rest of your life. For someone earning six figures, that feels impossible. It is impossible, which is why most six-figure earners have zero net worth. This is why it feels like quicksand. You earn more than your parents did, but you can afford less. The middle class floor, the minimum cost to live a stable, respectable life, has risen faster than wages ever could. Your lifestyle hasn't changed much. You're not partying in nightclubs or buying yachts. You're just trying to afford a decent apartment in a safe neighborhood with a good school for your kids. But that baseline has shot up. The gap between nominal income and real purchasing power is now the biggest wealth killer for high earners. Nobody talks about this. They talk about side hustles and passive income streams, but they skip over the fact that the foundation itself is cracking. Shrinkflation, paying the same price for less product, makes your dollar stretch less. Hidden price increases sneak up on you. Asset inflation outpaces wage inflation by 3 to 4 times. You're competing for the same lifestyle against people with inherited wealth and passive income streams you don't have. Here's the brutal truth. Earning more actually makes you poor. Every raise gets absorbed. You move to a nicer apartment. You upgrade your car. You send your kids to private school. You're not consciously choosing this. It's invisible. It's the unspoken tax of looking the part, of signaling that you've made it. Six-figure earners often have zero net worth because they spend everything they make. The more you earn, the more you're expected to spend to prove success. Subscribe to learn more about how to take control of your finances. Thank you for watching.